Welcome to the Patreon exclusive bit. 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 Welcome to the Patreon.
So, I think before you do your number one, we need your worst film.
I don't know.
If it's Spice World or Dirty Dancing, we'll never know what your number one is.
Do you know what? It's difficult. I don't know about you. It's difficult to pick a worst film. Because
I know mine right off the bat.
Dirty Dancing 2, Patrick Swayze wasn't in it.
And Jennifer Grey really was. Grey.
I don't know. There's films I'll refuse to watch. You know what I mean? Twilight, stuff like that.
Have you seen it though?
I just can't do with vampires looking like they've been dipped in glitter. They look like some at fucking Max Stacey, mate. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. They did sort of. Twilight sort of has spawned a load of them. They made vampires very sexy, didn't they? And now you've got like Vampire Diaries and all that, and it spawns this. Oh, well, I was not saying that. No, you think about Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That Spike was seen as a bit of a sex symbol. Is it Lost Boys?
Lost Boys, yeah.
You know, they made. No, I'm not going to say they were sexy. They were teenage boys. You know what I mean? But they did make.
It seems to be the theme of the podcast, so I'll just roll with it.
There's so many ways you could edit that.
It's just me going, I love teenage boys.
Second title.
Oh.
That's a very provocative title. I'm not going to say they were sexy because they were teenage boys. Oh God! You don't realise the power that Simon has. You could have just signed your life away there.
That's it. It gets released, and the next minute the police are. Oh, come on.
You said on air that you find teenage boys highly sexy, especially when they're lost.
Yeah.
That's the way it came out.
Yeah.
They're just lost sexy boys. That's all they are.
Lost sexy boys.
The only way you could make it better if it was lost sexy lady boys. That's probably about it.
Tell me about the lost sexy boys.
Oh God.
Oh dear. Right.
Simon, what's one of your worst films?
Well, obviously, potentially at some point, my wife's going to be on as a guest, and Charlotte historically she's chosen some very, very good films, and she's chosen some absolutely awful films. I've got a habit of, I can tell by the cover of a film if it's going to be bad or not. I've never really been proved wrong. There's a film called The Bite or They Bite that she chose from the video. We went to Blockbuster and there was millions of films everywhere, and she chose The Bite. And it's basically about this guy that gets bitten by a snake on his arm, and his arm starts to mutate. And it's a little bit like The Fly. He sort of gets stronger, and I think he has some sort of powers or something like that. He's able to catch flies in the air, and things like that. And then there's just this what
I can do that like right now.
No, with his tongue.
Oh, I could probably.
Yeah. Give it a try. And there's a bit where his hands all sort of bandaged up for most of the film, and he meets this woman, and you sort of realize that his hand's turning into a snake.
Yeah.
And there's a bit where they're driving along, he starts to finger the lady by the side, and it's like the best one she's ever had because it's a snake down there.
Do you know what? Jeremy Beadle would have been perfect.
He couldn't have gone in the other passage. But no, it was one of the worst films I've ever watched in my life.
Sounds good. I'm intrigued.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
And that's one of Charlotte's favourite films.
No, it's not. No. No, that's just an example of the sort of films that she will choose. And I will look at it and say, that's awful. And she's, let's give it a go. And once you've started it, you may as well finish it, a bit like he did in the car. But it's terrible. It's terrible. That's one of the worst films I've had the displeasure of watching.
Okay.
I hate it.
What's it called?
They Bite or The Bite or something like that.
Sounds like an Amazon Prime special to me. Certainly not Disney.
Let's have a look. The Bite. Yeah, 1996 horror. Oh, it's a comedy apparently.
What was that film? Do you remember that film called Teeth? That was about that girl who got that.
I never liked. I'd never want to see that.
I've never seen it, but I've seen bits of it, and I know about it.
Yeah,
where she develops teeth on the inside of her vagina, and then, yeah,
that's a normal vagina in Barra.
You'd be hard done to find one without the teeth. Have you got anything with just gums?
You have to, if you're going out in Barra on a night out, you have to carry condoms and gum shields.
But you think as she got older, the teeth would fall out, like in real life?
Yeah, dentures.
Yeah. So it'd be safer to go for the older ones.
You see a few down Barra Island with gold teeth.
Teeth with glitter on.
Yeah.
So did you say what your worst film was? I can't remember now.
Twilight, wasn't it?
Twilight.
Oh, there's films I dislike. It's hard to pick a worst. I remember, I'm sure it was me and you, Ross. We went to Blockbusters once. We're going back a lot. And we got a film that was banned in 13 countries. And that's why we rented it out. I think it was...
Yeah.
And I think, I'll never remember what it was called, but I think that was possibly the worst film I've ever seen.
Yeah, you know what? I never would have remembered that until you just said it, and you're right. I remember the reason we picked it is because we were like, fucking hell, this has been banned in Morecambe, Blackpool, Plymouth. But yeah, it was banned in all these countries, and what was it called? It was proper shit, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was wank. Yeah. A pure one.
Yeah, it was called like Knife in the Dark or something like that, wasn't it? Like, wasn't it like I'm sure it was like Knife in the Dark or some shit like that.
Yeah, it made a normal sort of B movie look like Hollywood blockbuster.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It was.
And I don't think we ever understood why it was banned either.
No.
Yeah, I mean, one guy got fisted. big whoop.
We're talking about the film, not our night, Ross.
Stay tuned for next week to find out who.
Oh dear. No, all I can find from Knife in the Dark, it's a Lord of the Rings reference. It's was it Frodo and Sam fisting each other? The extra extended.
It gives Lord of the Rings a whole new sort of meaning, doesn't it? I am the Lord of the Ring. Oh.
Lord of the Sphincter.
I'm just searching for banned films now.
I'm sure it was like I swear it was like Stab. No, I'm never gonna fucking find it. Just not just off the cuff.
No, it's I'll never remember it. I'm not even gonna try.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right. Fucking hell, I don't know how old we would have been then. I mean, that must have been like, early secondary.
Yeah, definitely.
that must have been like never mind the church bells type era.
Just ruining number one now.
Would it have been released in the 80s? I don't
Honestly,
know.
Si, fuck knows.
Nah, there's no point. Columbo couldn't figure this one out.
No.
We'll have to. It'll come to you at about 2:00 in the morning, won't it?
Yeah, I'll have to have a bit of a. I can remember very little of it at all. I remember it being shit. I remember being really disappointed because the whole reason we got it is because we thought we were in for some sick shit, and we got nothing but a fisting.
No.
And that was for the guy behind the counter. We weren't lost, but we were teenage.
Right, okay.
That's what we get for going to Blockbusters instead of Blockbusters, isn't it? Though? You know what I mean? I don't know what we were expecting.
There's no films there.
No.
just one bloke with a rubber glove.
It wasn't a Japanese film, was it?
No,
that's all right. It's not in the realms of the senses.
No,
that's fine. I'll give up then.
I mean, you're going down a dark hole here if you're just looking for banned films.
Well, it's just banned in Japan for its graphic sex scenes.
I don't think there's any sex scenes in this.
Well, you just said fisting. I mean, that's related, I'm sure.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's the basis for a long-term relationship, but you know.
Welcome to the Patreon exclusive bit. 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 Welcome to the Patreon.
Did you want to tell us about the shittest film you've ever seen ever?
The shittest film I've ever seen ever. Hang on, I've even got it up on Wikipedia just because it's amazing. It's so bad. It's brilliantly. It's not bad. It's not Flash Gordon. It's so bad. It's brilliant.
Right. Okay.
Because this is just shit. And I was actually going to say Aliens, but I thought that might have got me lynched.
Really?
There's significantly worse films out there.
I think Aliens, the second one.
Aliens, yeah, bag of shite.
What? Right, well, unfortunately, Owen's connection went, so we didn't get to record the rest of the program. So, should we just guess what he was going to do? So, I reckon number 2 was Pretty Woman, and then
he knows what number 2 is. And that's half your audience alienated, and the other half your audience is
alienated. Alienated.
Very good. No, because the first one's good, so alienated. And the other half of your audience is going to go because I was going to slag off the Lion King as well.
Lion King.
Who doesn't like the Lion King?
Me.
Why wouldn't you like the Lion King?
It's just I just don't like it. It's
No, you've got to give us more than that if you feel passionately about it.
It's just annoying. It's just an annoying film. It just annoys me. You know, you just watch a film, you go, I'm really annoyed by this film.
I know that feeling, but not the Lion King. Yeah.
It starts.
Yeah. But the good news is for Lion King and Aliens fans, neither of them are my worst film of all time.
Right. Okay.
But my worst film of all time is from 1986. And it has the famous actor Lou Gossett Jr. in it, which I don't know what else he's been in. I mean, I think he was in some sort of sci-fi film once where he played an alien and another bloke on a planet that was Enemy Mine or something.
Right. Okay.
I think he was in that. I think he was the alien in Enemy Mine. But it was boy can fly plane. Boy gets rejected by Air Force. Dad is captured by some sort of Libyans or billions, as they call them in this film. Boy steals F-16 fighter with Lou Gossett Jr. and goes to rescue father. Hilarity ensues as they try to rescue father, and boy rescues father, even though he's shot by a sniper, and blows up the entire Libyan Air Force at the same time before getting back and being saved by a load of F-16s. And it can't even be saved by the fact that Queen's One Vision's in it.
Something like Iron Eagle or something.
It's Iron Eagle.
Bloody hell! Where did you pull that from? I'm still thinking about animated.
Si's got it on DVD, and I'm just upset because that's another film he loves.
I absolutely loves Iron Eagle.
I have never seen it in my entire life.
Don't just
No.
How do you know about it?
I used to hang around video shops.
And you know what it was? It was one of them. Actually, when we all did have local video shops on the corner of our roads. They didn't open a sweet shop; they just opened a video shop.
Yeah.
And I always remember going and one day I went in and the bloke said, he gave me. I said, "What's good?" Like you'd never heard of, because obviously it was still like new to everybody.
Yeah.
And he said he gave me a film. He went. It's called 3 O'Clock High, and it was about a college. It's set in a college, and it was really, really good. And the premises is like the Gorpy kid ends up having a fight at the end of the film with the cool jock kid, and we're in the fight. But it's all the stuff that he's trying to get. The whole day. It's 3 o'clock high because that's when the fight's going to take place. And it's the whole day about trying to get out of it, trying to escape and trying to get out of college and stuff. And it's a really good, and it's just like an unknown film. That was really good. So I thought, oh, that's great. And then he gave me another film. He then thingied another film. I can't remember what the other film was, but that was quite good as well. So he goes, "Oh, you'll like this one as well." And go back in and just slam it on the counter, going, "Fucking shite."
So he gave you Iron Eagle and said, "This is a belter."
Yeah. And I trusted him because the first 2 films he'd sort of said, "Watch this. This is great." Were quite good, and they were all right. You thought, well, he knows what he's talking about. These films have not been heard of again, and Iron Eagle, awful. And I just always remember he's blowing up all these planes, one of which is flown by David Suchet. So how he got himself involved in it, I don't know. But he's basically flying against Poirot whilst in the background you can hear "One man, one soul." Is that Queen?
Right.
I guess you definitely feel like more passionately about a film that you've actually rented as well. Like it's not something that you've just stumbled across on Netflix or whatever.
No, it's not like you've been watching. No, you've...
Well, that was part of the problem as well. You felt you had to watch it, because you paid £3 for it.
Well, do you know what I did? You know what I did to piss him off?
Didn't rewind it.
Correct.
Here's me thinking you're taking a dump in the video case. There's your Iron Eagle.
Yeah, plenty of iron in that.
I remember the cover. They stood by a plane, aren't they?
Yeah.
There's 2 of them. I can't remember which one's which, but one's like a young guy and one's a slightly older guy.
Yeah, that's it. Well, the older guys,
they're like that, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Never seen it.
The fact is, looking, it's not even that. It's the fact that when you look at it and you go, and Iron Eagle was followed by 3 sequels.
Of course it was. None of them feature the original actors in it. No.
Iron Eagle 2, Aces, Iron Eagle 3, and Iron Eagle on the Attack. Oh, hang on. With Gossett being the only actor to appear in all 4 films.
Oh, there you go. Have you seen the cover? The cover for Iron Eagle 3 is weird.
Oh, hang on. Hang on. Let me click on that. What the what? That's one of them films Ross watches on Channel 5, isn't
it? Aces.
Yeah.
Looks pretty sexy to me.
Yeah, exactly. Ross is watching that.
Is that Jet from Gladiators?
The funny thing is, that was directed by John Glenn, who made all the Bond films from the sort of like 70s and 80s.
Iron Eagle was?
No, Iron Eagle 3.
3, all right, sorry.
Yeah, that's even worse. Iron Eagle 3 was directed by a guy who directed For Your Eyes Only and A View to a Kill and Living Daylights and, yeah.
So,
Not the best Bond films, to be fair.
I love the tagline. Their mission unofficial. Their tactics unconventional. Their courage unbelievable.
Their screenplay shaky.
Budget unheard of.
Yeah.
Well, David Suchet was in the third one as well, by the looks of it.
Was he?
Yeah.
How was he in the third? They blew him up in the first one.
Oh, right. Oh, no, I'm looking at the first one now. Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry.
Who is this actress?
I have no idea.
I thought
in three. Are we? I gotta go.
I thought it was Tia
Rachel
Carrere.
Rachel McLish.
All right. Looks like Tia Carrere, doesn't she?
I don't even want to look at Iron Eagle 4. What's it?
No.
It's just tits on the cover.
Yeah.
Of Iron Eagle 4. Iron Eagle on the attack. Oh no. Oh, that's quite camp. Yeah. It's like how do you make a really bad copy of
Top Gun?
Top Gun, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how you did it, yeah, you know.
That was one of the questions I was going to ask. Was it around? It was around the same sort of time.
Yeah,
as Top
86,
Gun, wasn't it? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, cashing in.
Well, I've got to be honest. When I watched Iron Eagle, it took my breath away.
Nice.
That Rachel McLish has got a series of fitness DVDs.
Ross has already ordered them.
Ordered.
I've gone down a rabbit hole here. Flex Appeal.
If she did a Peloton session, he'd be all over it, wouldn't you, Ross?
She's in a film called Raven Hawk, which does look exactly like a porno. With a thoroughly unconvincing native Indian.
Brilliant. Well, I've never seen it.
Don't.
I'm probably not going to.
Yeah.
You've seen it and never going to.
Again,
Ross has just bought the box set.
I'm definitely seeing it.
Ross is going to watch all 4.
I'm going to go through the Rachel McLish back catalogue.
Yeah, that's it.
And watch a film.
I'm going to get a message in 3 days. I think we should need to do a special about Iron. I can't even remember what it's called now. What's
Iron Eagle.
You
Iron
guessed
Eagle.
it right as well.
Yeah. Coming 2022, Iron Eagle special.
yeah. So there's 4 of them, is there?
Yeah.
And that's the 4th one.
On the attack.
At 15,000 feet, the only person you can trust is yourself. And that's just a fact. You know?
Yeah.
I believe
Actually, it wasn't the Battle of Britain, to be honest. It was Iron Eagle 4.
You can get the entire box set for 19 quid.
Bargain.
That's about £18.99. Too much.
Oh, dear. Brilliant. Right, so Owen's shittest film he's ever watched ever is Iron Eagle.
Yes, without a shadow of a doubt. I didn't even have to think of it. You know,
No.
what's the worst? You hadn't even finished the sentence, and I had them in my head. You know, scarred for life.
Welcome to the Patreon exclusive bit. Welcome to the Patreon exclusive bit. Welcome to the Patreon exclusive bit.
Vicki, especially for the Patreons, only the patrons will hear this. Could you tell us your shittest film ever, please, and give us some clues?
Okay, this is a very recent film.
Okay.
Very recent. It is pre-pandemic, but it is recent. The only famous person in it is a man called John Corbett, who was in My Big Fat Greek Wedding, I think. It involves water, lots of it, and people that go in the water, the lots of water. And then shit happens when they go in. Shit goes down. It's based in Mexico. And they go exploring some what do you call it? Mayan caves.
Is it like The Descent?
No, that was not made recently, but that is a good film. No, it's shit, Ross. Come on now.
And it was, what was it
Me-
made like 2020, 2019?
2019, yeah, 2019. But I've seen it like 4 times. I fucking love it.
But it's the shittest film ever.
It's proper shit, but it's so good. Oh, it's so good. It's just what I just love it.
So,
Mayan caves.
so are they fighting things, or are they just battling against water?
There's something in the water that's a bit dangerous.
Is it is it a creature? Is there a?
It's a thing that exists in life.
Is it an alligator?
Nope.
Is it
A shark.
It's a shark.
Sharknado Geddon?
Yes. No. I don't think Sharknado Geddon has been made just yet.
It's not. It can't be the Meg.
No, because that's got what's his face in it, hasn't it? He's famous.
Jason Statham.
No, this has literally got nobody. The most famous person is that.
Oh, it's got the guy from My Greek Fat Wedding or whatever it was.
The Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Yeah,
which, by the way, I've never seen.
No.
But he's from that, and that is somewhat known. That's what I took.
So made very recently. It's about.
It's a sequel. It's a second one. There was the one before it was made like I don't know, like a year or 2 before, which is actually quite good and has quite a good twist at the end.
Is it a B movie?
Proper shit. I don't know. It probably is, but I love it. But I will. If DVDs were a thing, I would have it.
Sharknado.
No, it's not Sharknado.
Mega.
It's slightly more realistic. Than
Mega bastard shark.
It is a mega bastard shark, isn't it? But it's not the name of the film. It's about the first film is about these 2 ladies who go to Mexico to do something.
Thelma and Louise.
No.
Okay.
Thelma and Louise.
I have absolutely no idea. How about you, Ross?
I'm struggling.
Okay, so the first film, I'll tell you more about the first film and then you might understand the second one. So the first film is these 2 women that I think they're sisters actually. And they go, I've not seen that one so many times as the second one because the second one is banging. And they go to Mexico and they dive in a cage with sharks. And then stuff happens. But that's quite a good film too.
Right.
But the sequel, really good.
Well, these just have a really bad history with sharks, or are they looking for sharks?
So they're looking for them. They're cage diving. They go in, they want to see.
And then they find that there's a special shark in a Mayan cave.
No, not in the first one, but in the second one.
In the second one, but the second one is the one you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Get it right, Ross. Come on.
Not in the first one, obviously.
I'm just thinking because at first it sounded like the dive.
A shit film.
They're going in these Mayan caves, and turns out there's a fucking freaky shark in there. But
correct.
But they've actually gone to the Mayan caves knowing that there's a shark in there.
No.
So they do just have really bad luck when it comes to sharks then.
Yeah, but the first people know about the sharks. The second film, they don't know about the sharks.
Right. That's cleared it up. That's cleared it up nicely. Thank you very much.
in the first film, right?
And the sisters.
These 2 sisters. Yeah, these 2 sisters are going cage diving with sharks, and then it goes a bit wrong. In the second film, nothing to do with the sisters, but this group of young adults, I say young adults, they're like teen, nearly adults, go diving in Mayan caves, and there may or may not be a shark in there that they didn't know about. That might be blind.
What the blind? Oh yeah, because it spent its life in a fucking cave, right?
Blind bastard mega shark.
Have you heard of a blind cavefish before?
No.
They exist. So it's a blind cave shark. That isn't what they call it.
I know there's blind cave crabs. I've seen them.
No. I'm trying to link it to Gwyneth. I'm trying to link it to Gwyneth.
I don't know. Is there any more clues, or is that really?
There's a number at the start of the film. There's a number.
1 million ton mega blind bastard shark.
Yes, Simon. Nailed it, my friend.
2, sorry. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 2 mega. No, it starts 47. Tell me you've heard of this film. The first one's actually quite good.
Does the first one start with a number as well?
Yeah, it's the same film. So yeah,
Is it the same number?
47.
Right. Mega. Mean.
Meters
Meters.
47 meter
down.
47 meters down is the first one.
Right.
The second one is called 47
and a
meters
half
down.
meters down.
Yes, 48 meters down. No, 47 meters down, uncaged. And it's fucking brilliant. It is
I've
phenomenal.
never ever heard of any of these.
No.
Right. I mean, I could tell you what the twist is, but it is actually quite good. In the first one. Second one is utter bollocks, and it is brilliant. There's so much far-fetched, stupid, like ridiculous, and I love it.
And is the shark big?
Yeah, it's a big old cave shark. It's a great white that's been
sorry.
living in a cave.
I forgot it was a cave shark.
Keep up,
It's
Ross.
blind.
the common cave shark,
Keep up. The common cave shark. Yeah,
but bigger
Yeah.
and blind and an absolute bastard. I've got it.
Yeah. And it's white. It's all white because it's all not seen the sun and shit.
Oh, it's like it's like albino style.
Mm.
So 47 meters down, uncaged, a 2019 survival horror film. None of the cast for the previous film returns, which is always a good sign. The new cast consists of Sophie Nazy, Corinne Fox. Yeah, I've never heard of any.
Corinne Fox is in it.
Yeah. And John Joseph Corbett, whose face I recognise from things.
From My
And
Big Fat Greek Wedding.
yeah, I think it was actually. The plot follows a group of girls who scuba dive to a sunken Mayan city, only to be trapped by a group of sharks that are swimming in it.
Mm.
The film had grossed $46.1 million dollars against $12 million budget.
Oh, so did it make a
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't feel so bad liking it now. I'm like, there were others.
The first one must have been really good. That must have been everyone, all the people going, oh, fuck, there's a 47 meters down uncaged. Shit.
Oh, we've got to watch
First
this.
one, it was caged. This time, it's uncaged.
To be fair, that's exactly how I would react if there was like an Arachnophobia 2. I'd be like, get it.
Piranhas uncaged.
Apparently,
Piranha's a good thing.
it features Sistine Stallone, who is Sylvester Stallone's daughter.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sounds like she's doing big things.
Yeah.
Making her way up in the world.
Big sharks.
Sharkies.
And so why is it so bad but good?
Right, so it's really far-fetched, like the storyline,
No.
the actual, yeah, and like the actual shark is just full of nonsense, and the like ruckus that they get into, the little situations they get themselves into, it's all a load of bollocks.
You make
But
it sound like the Rugrats.
CGI,
They get lost on a golf course.
and then Angelica comes out, has a go at the shark, and it goes away.
And then a big nappy goes in the air and lands perfectly on the shark's fin.
Then it's blind. Then it's blind.
Then
That's
it
why
really
it's
is blind.
blind.
And even more of a
Exactly.
bastard.
Yeah, bastard.
It stinks of baby shit now. That's why it's angry.
I can tell you a smell that's worse.
Gwyneth Paltrow vagina candle.
Gwyneth Paltrow's minge scent.
Minge candle.
Minge musk.
Musk and a minge.
Can I have a portion of muscular minge, please?
Hold the mayo.
That's mayonnaise.
It all goes together, doesn't it? Isn't it good?
It all links
Thank
back
God.
in. Yeah. Yeah. But no, in 47 meters down on cage, there's also loads of like good bits. Like there's one bit where they swim into this thing and the current is like, and they have to get to the other side. And obviously the current's like, so it's quite like, and there's no shark involved. It's just a bit, so that was good. And
So
then
there's a bastard current as well.
there's a big bastard current as well as a big bastard shark. Yeah. And then
I preferred big bastard raisin.
raisin.
Oh.
Have I missed this?
Current,
No, you
Raisin.
haven't missed it. It's just not that good.
current raisin. No. Dry.
Too many roses. I get that. Sultana.
I think the big bastard current was a Mary Berry documentary.
Liz and big bastard currants.
It is layered with the scent of my minge.
Yeah.
Work fucking it.
If you go to the supermarket and actually ask for a big bastard currant, they will provide you with one.
A giant bastard currant.
Yeah. Maybe at Waitrose, Mary.
Yeah, that Waitrose is
Where you
different.
get all the rest of your fucking ingredients. What about us? What about the everyman? What about the guy whose house smells of minge?
Hey, you bought the candle, love.
No, he hasn't bought a candle.
I'm just swapping one for the other.
We've asked to smell like minge. It might as well be Gwyneth's mouth.
Yeah. Don't get Asda's on.
In Iceland, in Iceland, it's Kerikatonas, so you know I'd stay a mile away from that. Come and have a look at my minge candle. 99p.
Oh.
That's $2.99 for postage.
The Kerikatona would be like that about it as well, wouldn't she? Because she's obviously quite. She'd be like, I thought I'd jump on the minge wagon, you know.
It's giving me actual tears. The minge wagon. Oh, dear me.
Ah.
Oh, post minge wagon.
Come and have a look at my minge wagon. You
Hell, you can be part of my minge wagon too.
Yeah.
Frozen prawn platter for $2.99 too.
Oh. Yeah. They'd be all at it, wouldn't they?
Could you imagine? Jesus Christ. Katie Price's one. Could you imagine?
Every shop, every supermarket would have a minge range, wouldn't they?
Minge.
Excuse me, can you tell where the bread is? Yeah, you just turn right at the minge aisle.
Yeah. Then spillage on the minge aisle.
Clean up in aisle minge.
Someone's broken the seal on this one.
Right, stop it there. Stop it there.
Actually killing Simon off.
Oh. Oh. Right, so thank you very much.
Oh God. I've crooked my neck from laughing.
Welcome to the Patreon exclusive bit. 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 Welcome to the Patreon.
I think it's time for the Patreon only section, and we'd like to know. We'd like to know your shittest film that you've ever seen.
Yeah, the one that I rated this by the one I enjoyed probably the least.
Okay.
Now this one, if you haven't
Fair
heard of
rule.
it, will require Google image searches. I insist upon.
Right. Okay.
Without safe search, I also insist upon. And I take no credit for what it does to you. So, I guess we got to do this in clue format. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, this is not gonna fucking. There's nothing that's gonna lead you to this. But fair enough. We'll give it a shot. All right, 1972.
Okay.
I guess they qualify it because I gotta categorize it as a exploitation comedy. Right.
Okay.
I was shown this. I guess you could say against my will, without preamble, prompting, or preparation. The main character is called Divine, and is a cross-dresser, a heavyset cross-dresser, transvestite, I guess you could say.
Is it a John Walters film?
Yeah, John Waters.
Waters, yeah.
All right, I'm already impressed that you're.
Is this the one where?
Is this really going to be the one you guys guessed? Are you fucking kidding me?
Immediately.
This is the one I'm like, no fucking way they'll get this, but I got to put it on there. You're just like, yeah, obviously John Waters. Idiot.
Is this the one where? Is this the one where she eats dog shit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is going to be the easiest one that you guess.
Well, no, because I can't remember.
I'm pretty certain you're going to be on the right track this time, Simon. This isn't going to be another sort of paranormal activity where it's uncannily similar. We're in the 70s. There's a heavy set transvestite eating dog shit. I don't know how many films I've seen that follow this.
Well, the fact that you didn't say what Rocky Horror Picture Show right there. Just,
that's 75, so I don't know.
Andy loves it.
Yeah.
Touche.
I actually can't remember what it's called. Is it something like Fabulous or something? Is it?
No, there is an F in there. And I can see where you'd go with that.
Yeah.
The main character is pegged as the filthiest person alive, and the point
Yeah.
of the film is to prove that, which is why it's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Foul? Is it
That
Foul?
sounds brilliant.
No.
No, the
Yeah.
subtitle is "In Exercise in Poor Taste."
Yeah.
Hence why I think it sounds brilliant.
It does. No, that's what it sounds it. Trust me. But then you'll see it, and I'll tell you about a scene that might turn you off or on. I don't know. I don't judge. I don't judge.
I've seen it as well.
Yeah,
obviously.
it's fucking rough, man.
Yeah,
it's fucking rough, and I'm a nurse. I have seen orifices do things like that in the clinical setting, and just not in a film.
That's gonna do my head in because I'm so close. No, I can't remember the name of it.
It's about a colored animal, if that helps you. The title.
Colored animal.
Mm-hmm.
White. Is it black something?
Nope.
White something?
Dirty Fox.
Classically, it's girlier. Nope.
Pink?
Yep.
Pink ass hole?
There is some in there, yes.
So it's pink, some pink animal. Pink elephant.
Nope.
Pink pig.
Nope. But that
Pink
was
milk.
an animal that's actually pink, so we're going in the right direction. Pink elephants make me think of
another stranger to the pink elephant tattoo. Pink Panther.
No, that was different.
This would be a hell of a Pink Panther sequel. Jesus Christ.
The sequel nobody asked for
Yep.
or expected.
Oh, so are the animals are actually pink normally?
Correct. Yep.
There it goes.
Yep.
Not
Clue on
Buster.
me. Clue on me, Simon. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Fucking charades. We got the charades.
I didn't even see what you did then.
Stood on
I just thought your penis was coming out again.
Flamingo. Pink flamingos.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Pink
Yep,
flamingo.
that's it. Pink flamingos.
All right, so it's to the magic of Google, is it?
Yep.
It's
Pink
rough.
flamingos. You can add in rectal or anus if you're brave.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm searching this now.
And I'm with you too. I'm no scary cat.
Okay. Pink flamingo.
And I guess
What-
flamingos
what
because
would-
it is just giving me a bunch of flamingos.
Okay. What else am I typing in? Pink flamingos.
I'm trying to lead you.
Anal.
Movie,
Did
which
it-
actually gets pretty. Oh no, there it goes.
Ben, if you can convince Simon to search Pink Flamingo anal, then because he sounded like he was almost there with it. Then
The fact that he's searching this, Ross, having seen this movie,
Yeah.
and knowing what happens.
Yeah.
thankfully, I just put in Pink Flamingo movie, and I'm I can. There's no graphic stuff, thankfully.
No. I can't remember what happened.
You got to
in
scroll
it.
down more because I've gotten to the whole her blowing her son scene. So got to get a bit more adventurous, guys. You got to go deep sometimes.
I'm not. I'm
Oh
reluctant.
yeah, I've found what could resemble the scene you're talking about.
Yep, keep going. You'll see her picking up the dog shit.
Yeah.
I can see her licking a banister. I think that's a banister.
Is that an innuendo or?
Yeah, I got to.
Oh
dog
yeah, I
shit.
found that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I found that one. Yep.
Dog
I
shit.
can see her eating like what looks like a pig's face,
That definitely, the separated pig head.
but no.
And
no
for those
dog-
who haven't seen this
no
film, if
dog
you're not
shit.
convinced to see it yet, I mean, what more do we have to tell you?
I can't quite remember what the film's about. Could you give us an idea?
I think maybe. I think so this is kind of why. So I'm all for like artsy, pushing the edge, sending a message kind of film. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't have to have a basic plot or whatever. I can get through a lot of these. I was presented this by a roommate of mine post college who was very heavily into the artsy film scene. You know, people like that who they love having screenings of really out there movies and then talking about the idea behind them, usually with a bunch of weed.
Yeah.
And so he sat us down. So I watched this, Simon, since you've seen it. I watched this with maybe 10 other people, at least 8 of which I did not know.
Right. Okay.
So I'm literally rubbing elbows with strangers while someone puckers their asshole at me and eat dog shit.
Otherwise known as a Friday night in Barrow.
Yeah. Also.
Oh, the nights we had.
Yeah. Yep. And so Ross, some of the scenes in this movie, she eats shit, she blows her son. And there's this one scene where they're having a drinking party, I guess you could say, in a broken down trailer in the backwoods, and this dude drops trow, knees behind ears, and starts doing a party trick of puckering his asshole at people. Kind of winking. I guess you could call it rectal winking.
And there's the episode name.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you could call it rectal winking. Yeah, which is kind of like if you put a thing of salami on an intermittent air compressor, you get a similar result.
Oh, and you actually see it full on, like you see it.
Oh yeah. It's an exercise in borderline prolapse. It's awful. It's fucking.
There's another name for the episode.
It's so fucking. And again, I can.
Is it like when you try and get a pepperoni out of that little sheath that it comes with? Is it that sort of thing?
Yeah. Like if you for some reason brought pepperoni to the shower and you were eating it and you dropped one and it semi blocked the drain, so the water's trying to force it down, but it keeps coming back up. That motion and look is what happened.
I can see it. I can see it. I've got some cold cuts in the fridge that I'll probably take upstairs with me tonight.
Yeah. Get some bologna in your drain and get back to me.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, and just again, I can enjoy artsy fartsy movies and out there things and all that, but I just watch this and it's like
It doesn't matter what you're into. Anal prolapse isn't going to be there, is it?
Nah, it's definitely a niche I don't. And like I said, I've dealt with this in my career. I've seen salamis come out of people, and it's just not. It is a frighteningly common part of my job to deal with that.
Yeah.
I'm still going in the Google search. I got to get out of this.
Yeah. I think
I closed it down a bit ago.
Yeah.
But I actually pussed it out and put safe search on for the purposes of that.
You
search.
son of a bitch.
I didn't get anything. That's a shame.
That's I've seen it all in the reflection of your glasses. You've had assholes for eyes for 5 minutes.
See his fucking pupils dilate, Ross, so I can put safe search back on.
I remember I watched a documentary about it, and it was basically, I think they just basically wandered around and just tried to find the most disgusting thing they could put on film. And I think to an extent, John Waters was challenging Divine to do things, and every time she'd go, "Yeah, okay."
Yeah, just an unbelievable individual. It's just kind of scary. Yeah, and again, I can take like if you got some sort, you got to push some sort of counterculture message, blah blah blah, with whatever extreme you're doing. All right, but there just wasn't a point to it to me. It was just trying to. It was almost like Jackass, like we're trying to be gross, being gross and stuff like that. But then also it was trying to be like a serious film almost. I don't know. There's something about it. I was like, nope. Something for some reason. I don't know.
Especially watching in a room full of people that like you don't
silent, dead silent. The loudest thing in the room was the prolapsing anus.
It always is.
It always is.
I was gonna say.
Prolapsed anus always trumps everything else.
Can somebody turn the prolapsing anus down? I'm trying to speak here.
Yeah.
I can't hear a word you're saying over that prolapsing anus.
Yep. The flap that stunned the room. It was just ridiculous.
It's like either Aragorn's chewing herbs or we've got some anal prolapsing going on. Yeah.
If Aragon saw that, he would have eaten a whole bush to try and fix it. He immediately would have just started chopping weeds.
Yeah, no amount of rosemary is going to fix that.
No, I reckon he looks at it and goes, "No, this one's a goner." He wouldn't have gone anywhere near it.
No, he wouldn't have looked at him and be like, "I'm going to have to eat a whole sapling for this one."
Yeah. No amount of spit and oregano is going to fix that, I'm afraid.
Did you just call it oregano? Isn't it oregano?
No, it's not oregano.
Here we go.
Is
Here
it?
we go.
It's not?
No.
For real?
It's not oregano. It's oregano.
Bullshit.
Oregano?
How to pronounce oregano. I typed in.
How'd you say that?
Am I not supposed to say basil? A lot of people around here say basil.
Yeah, that's
which I know is what you wanted me to say, and I didn't want to fucking give it to you. I'll be honest.
I thought you were going to say basil.
Yeah, I know I was supposed to, but I had a slight petty streak in me. I'm not giving it to him.
What's that metallic thing that's a bit like tin? What's that?
You can take my prolapsed anus, but you'll never have my basil. I'm sorry, what was the next one?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I actually feel like it does it to you.
No.
He was trying to get you to say aluminum.
Aluminum. Is that not?
No.
Is that incorrect? I feel like I've let you down. It's their first time meeting, but I feel like I've. This looks like
that's
oregano.
The age-old debate. Is that one?
Yeah.
Oregano. No shit.
Yeah, but if you start saying that, you're going to be the weird one. So don't bother. Just say what you want to say.
I will advocate for you guys. I'm going to bring this issue to light here in America. Sorry, America, as you would have said.
So yeah, I saw it a long time ago on BBC Two. I think did John Waters, like, when they show one of their films every Sunday night or something like that, and I remember watching a lot of films that
and I think Ross is making a good point that a big part of the experience was that we were high in a room, dead silent, with like 8 strangers in a living room that could maybe hold 5.
Yeah,
it was like a classic college room where you're like sitting on furniture that shouldn't be.
And how did the other people feel? Were there some in there that felt it was like the best film they've ever watched, or did everyone just blankly go, "No, that was awful"?
It was absolutely a amount of people that were there because they were friends of him and not because they were picked because they would have enjoyed this type of thing.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean? The read on who should be seeing this was all wrong. There were some really innocent females in there that just came out practically deflowered by the end of it. It's just, and they looked shell shocked. It just wasn't good. It wasn't good, and I was
deflowered by a prolapsed anus.
Exactly, deflowered by the flower. Yeah, by the flesh flower.
If there's one way to feel, sort of violated by a film, prolapsing assholes is one way to do it, isn't it?
Yeah, an unprompted puckering asshole. Really.
Somebody's like, we need to show something really graphic. Somebody said to me, "Ross, think of something that's not sort of violent but graphic." My mind would go towards the arsehole.
Yeah. Especially since in the scene you could tell the man had prepped the asshole for the scene, which meant he took it very seriously, as opposed to the rest of the things they had to film.
Think size buckles. I'm gonna see his hood bobbing up and down.
And we lost him. I think you put him on the floor. Oh no, there is the hood. I couldn't see it.
I can see the hood vibrating. I'm not sure what sent him over.
It's been a whirlwind, so who can tell, really? Who are we to tell? And you said this is for the Patreons, right?
Yeah.
You are welcome.
Ben, people are paying for this.
You're welcome, supporters. People are. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
And you're all welcome.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
If you don't stick around for the Emperor's New Groove, please do so for the crawl out battle.
The worst bit is I have to edit all these on the train. It's so hard. It's so hard to just look completely like normal editing this on a train.
Oh, you mean you physically edit this on the train?
Yeah.
Sorry, stupid me being the dumb American being like, is that a British thing for, doing the work?
I can't come out on I'm on the train, whatever that means. Yeah.
Editing on the train. Oh, yeah. One of those days, huh?
What was it, Si?
Oh, I can't remember now. I can't remember. It was when you said I'd gravitate towards the anus or something. I can't remember quite what it was now.
You know it was a good joke when your brain blacked it out. Can't even recall. Could have been a mini stroke. We don't know.
Caused a complete system reset.
Total shutdown.
Exclusive bit. Welcome to the Patreon 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 exclusive bit. Welcome to
so if did I ask you to pick the shittest film you'd ever seen?
It doesn't have to be the absolute, just a shit film.
Well, I'll tell you, because I've always never thought I'd walk out of a cinema, right? Ever. And I ended up doing it just once. And it was a film called Changing Lanes with Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it was pretty dire. I was with other people as well. And we're all of the same consensus. Now, can we just go and save the night and go somewhere else? This is awful. And it was probably about half an hour in. Just all got up and walked out. So I think, that may not have been the shittest film I've ever seen, but it's certainly up there and a memorable walkout.
I've never walked out the film ever. So I for it to be that bad.
Well, this is it, because you don't think you'd find yourself. I've just paid to get in it. I might as well just sit here and watch it, and just enjoy the warmth.
Yeah, sometimes it's offensive that you've paid.
Yeah, the central heating's not on at home, so I'm gonna, absorb the heat in it.
There was one film in particular that I wanted to walk out of, and it wasn't that long ago actually. And the only reason I didn't is because I was with my wife and one of her friends. And it was Guy Ritchie's Arthur, King Arthur.
Okay.
All right.
That was fucking terrible. I knew I was in trouble when David Beckham played the executioner.
Oh, is it really? I didn't even know he was in a film. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I thought this isn't going to be good. This is not good.
It kicked a ball. It hit the blade. and it slid down.
Yeah. I thought, unless he produces a bottle of Lynx Africa and it's an advert. And I sat there and and that's quite early on in the film as well. So I just felt that set the tone, and I was like, right, well, this is actually going to be dog shit. And it was. It's not like I refuse to sort of keep an open mind. It is a shit film.
Right. Okay.
Trying to apply Guy Ritchie's style. And Guy Ritchie's done some fantastic films. Snatch was one of my favorites when I was a kid.
Yeah,
and Lock, Stock. When I I absolutely loved those films. And even I like his Sherlock films as well.
Yeah.
But there's just something about, I think what he did was he tried to take that Lock, Stock type feel and the way that people talk, like sort of East End, gangster, and have people in medieval, talking like that.
This is my round table. Do one.
Yeah. Is that fucking David Beckham? It was just jarring. It was really jarring.
Bend it like the executioner.
I wanted to walk out then. I was like, if it was me and a mate, or like if it was just me and Fatima, I would say, come on, fucking let's do one.
Yeah.
But I didn't, because we were with other people. But...
I mean, I've got 3/4 of my popcorn left. That's how committed I am to leaving. Isn't Samuel L. Jackson in Changing Lanes?
It was that shit. I can't remember. What I remember is Ben Affleck, wasn't it? That was it. Honestly, I can't remember much about it. Yeah, apart from the fact we walked out.
I mean,
I think it went down as being a shit one. I've never seen it, but I think it was widely criticised.
It is a problem. I think. How do you feel? This might be a can of worms I'm opening here, but how do you feel about Ben Affleck generally?
Well, yeah,
he's in your number one film, so we won't go in there. Is that what?
No, because yeah, I mean, Good Will Hunting's a great film, isn't it? Which is obviously what made him famous. So I can't deny him that. That was a good film.
It was also 26 years ago.
Exactly. And
what about Argo? Argo's the one film that because he's into directing, isn't he?
Yeah.
And he directs in it and stars in it and writes the theme tune and sings the theme tune. And he wrote, directed, and starred in Argo, and it's about the attack on the Iranian embassy, or the British embassy in Iran.
Yeah.
Really, really, that was absolutely. I mean, he won. I think he won an Oscar for it. It was a really, really good film.
Yeah. Well, seems like an all right chap then.
Nah, he's not.
There's a lot of shit.
Yeah. What do you think of him with Batman?
Shite.
I actually don't think he was the problem with those films. He wasn't too bad. We discussed this before, but obviously with the Christian Bale ones and the Chris Nolan ones, we were kind of spoilt a little bit. So you kind of have to, as Ross has told me to do, put them to one side and think of them as their own things. But if you actually compare him to Val Kilmer, for example,
he's done all right, hasn't he?
He did all right in it.
Yeah, or George Clooney.
You see, the problem is George Clooney again wasn't a bad Batman. It was just a very, very, very bad Batman film. That's all.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I've always thought that Affleck was just sort of one nugget in a bucket of shit in Batman, and it's not necessarily what made it bad, but he wasn't good in it. That's for sure. Like, you could swap Ben Affleck out with somebody else, and it wouldn't be any better.
Or it wouldn't be any worse.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But the thing is, I take it back. The Val Kilmer Batman wasn't as bad. Oh, but Val Kilmer again. We're back to Val Kilmer.
Was that the one with Jim? There was Jim Carrey in that.
Jim Carrey was in the Val Kilmer one, and that wasn't that bad. I actually quite enjoyed that one. But Batman and Robin, which was the George Clooney one.
Oh. And that was the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger in it.
Yeah, it was. The annoying thing is, we all went to the cinema. All our friends went to the cinema, and I thought we were going to see Jurassic Park 2: The Lost World. So I was really excited about it. And then we turned up at the cinema, and Jurassic Park 2: The Lost World wasn't out until the next Friday. So we were just like saying, what can we go and see? Oh, Batman and Robin is out. I was like, oh no. So that would have been one of the ones that I would have walked out if I wasn't with other people. I've never seen such an awful film. It's terrible. I've never seen it. I've never seen it again either.
Well, I don't think I've ever. I haven't seen it in a long time. I'd like to go back because I don't have the same memories of it. I don't remember it being that. I don't remember it being amazing, but I also don't remember it being an abomination, which is how you guys clearly feel about it.
No, it was
an abomination.
I might have to go back now. I remember it being very sort of cyberpunk's probably not the right. Steampunk's probably not the right word. It was very like lots of neon and like.
Yeah, you're right there. It was just not. No, it's not okay. Just
but I think as well, the thing is, well, because you've got those 4 Batman films, you've got the 2 Tim Burton ones that are kind of reinvented Batman.
Yeah.
They were less camp. It was just a superhero film.
Yeah.
You then had Batman Forever, which was the Val Kilmer one, which was okay, and then you almost had a 180
of poor, I would call it.
Yeah, you'd like completely gone back to camp, over the top, ridiculous, and everything like that. So in 4 films, it had gone from being quite groundbreakingly different to exactly the same as it was in the 60s.
Which one was Uma Thurman in?
Forever, so the third one.
Yeah.
Clooney.
Then...
Kilmer.
No, Clooney.
No, you're right. It was Batman and Robin. That's right.
Yeah. So I remember putting those rubber lips on.
Yeah, it's Jim Carrey and Tommy Lee Jones in the third one, isn't it?
Yeah, he plays Two-Face.
Yeah, that's right. And like I said, I remember that one being okay, but the 4th one, no, awful,
horrendous.
So no, thank you for your shittest film ever.
That's all right.
Welcome to the Patreon exclusive bit. Welcome to the Patreon exclusive bit. Welcome to the Patreon exclusive bit. Welcome to the Patreon.
Here is Tessa's shittest film. Would you like to give us some clues?
I would love to give you some clues.
Okay. Will they help whatsoever?
It was made in 2015.
Right.
It has a runtime of 1 hour and 31 minutes, which honestly feels more like 5 hours.
Right. 2015 it was made, did you say?
2015.
Okay.
It's set in Norfolk.
Okay.
And it's about a married couple about to celebrate their wedding anniversary.
Is it a horror film?
Well, that's debatable.
Is it a rom-com?
No. God, no.
Is it supposed to be funny?
No.
Has it got famous actors in it?
Very famous actors.
And are they English actors?
They are.
Okay.
Jim Broadbent.
One of them is like kind of like the male lead is one of the, not Laurence Olivier obviously because he was dead by then, but one of the top British male actors of all time.
Patrick Stewart.
At least he would have beamed me up.
Did you say he was? Did you say he was one of the top ones?
He was.
Was he dead?
Not at the time.
Not at the time. I'm surprised the film didn't finish him off. I'm not actually sure whether he's still with us or not. Let me just check.
Best Exotic Marigold Hotel.
No.
All right.
Well, but was he in that? Just trying to think. He might have been in that.
Timothy Spall.
No.
Oh.
Lovely. He's still with us.
Oh yeah, of course he is.
One of the top.
Oh, no, he's still with us. Oh my word! I thought he was dead, but he is still with us.
Right. Okay. Okay.
He is 84 years old now.
Anthony Hopkins? No.
Nope.
So,
So
is it quite a serious film?
Desperately.
Right. Okay. We've never seen it, have we?
No, I don't think you have. And I don't think you would ever. And in fact, if you say that you're going to go straight out and get a copy of it and watch it tomorrow, I will beg you not to.
What can you give us an idea of the sort of story apart from the fact
because you're never going to guess it.
No.
It stars Charlotte Rampling and Tom Courtenay.
I don't know who any of those people are.
Oh, come on, Ross. You must know Charlotte Rampling. You must know Tom Courtenay.
I know Tom Courtenay, the loneliness of a long distance runner guy.
He's been in all sorts.
Yeah.
It's just a huge career. As I say, I'll just tell you the story basically. It's called 45 Years.
Right. Okay.
And as a quote, as a review on IMDb said,
Well, that's its name, 45 years.
It is called 45.
Oh, right.
45 years.
And as somebody on IMDb doing a review said, he called it 45 centuries. It's set in Norfolk. It's just constant, still, fixed camera shots of the Norfolk bleak, grey, flat countryside. It pretty much sets the tone of the whole film. And it's this couple who've been married for 45 years. They're coming up to their wedding anniversary, and there's going to be this huge party with all their family and friends and everything. And a couple of days before the party, the husband gets a letter saying that his girlfriend of about 50 years ago, so before he met his wife, his girlfriend, who was lost in the Alps, there was an accident and she disappeared. Her body has just been found in a melted glacier, and she's
like Captain America.
And for some strange reason, even though he was in love with her before he met his wife, the wife goes into this hugely jealous, tormented, mental thing and gets all wound up about it. And basically their marriage gets pretty much mangled after 45 years, just because the sex girlfriend kind of bubbles to the surface out of a glacier.
Was that based on a book? Sounds like it was.
It was based on a short story, and it should have damn well stayed that way. And I don't know why anybody thought it was a good idea to make it into a film.
It's actually got really good reviews.
Yeah.
Got like 7 out of 10 on IMDb, 97% Rotten Tomatoes, 94% Metacritic.
Yeah, it's rubbish. It's chronic.
All of the stills look crap.
The friend that I went to the friend that I went to see it with was at uni doing creative writing, and she got a first, and she's really, really, really good writer. And we went to see it at this little independent cinema near Macclesfield. And even she who's big on creativity and all the rest of it, she came out going, "What the hell have we just watched? Why did we bother?" And I was expecting her to see all the sort of inner construct.
Miss the bits that you couldn't see.
Yeah, exactly. That she would have actually enjoyed it, and because she was more in line with her. And
were you sort of hoping that she'd get it and explain it to you?
I got it. It's just I couldn't stand it. It was a pretty simple plot.
Yeah,
it wasn't that hard to follow. But I was just kind of like hoping that there was actually some added value from that I'd maybe missed. But no, she thought it was dire as well. Absolutely dreadful film.
I am not going to go and watch that.
Even the Guardian gave it 4 out of 5 stars and called it a very stylish marital film.
Well then, Ross, I suggest that you watch it so that you can make up your own mind.
Yeah, that's your
take my word for it.
That's your homework for next week, Ross.
Just my homework, yeah.
Just yours, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
So you get to watch robot boxing and
Paddington 2, thank you very much.
And I get to go to the Norfolk Broads, yeah.
So have you watched it since?
I had forgotten it existed. I had literally forgotten it existed until Facebook bloody well threw it up in my memories. Because I think my post was something along the lines of, I've just seen a film called 45 Years. It sucks 44 years out of my life.
So funny if the message before was, so looking forward to my night out at the cinema.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Oh my God, no, give me robot boxing any day.
I think it was, I think I seem to remember it was out around the same time as, I've not seen the Great Grand Budapest Hotel, Marigold Hotel.
No, Best Marigold. Best exotic.
Yeah. I know
That's
it was
supposed to be
around
quite good, that though, isn't it?
Yeah, a few people said it's really good.
Is Meryl Streep in that?
No, I think it's Maggie Smith.
Maggie Smith and Jim Broadbent, all the usuals.
Is Michael Douglas in it?
No.
You're thinking of
I
Fatal
think
Attraction.
there's a follow-up that had Richard Gere in it.
Yes, that's right.
But the thing is, that 45 Years, if it was such a fantastic film that got 4 out of 5 stars from The Guardian and all that rubbish, why hasn't it been on TV?
Yeah, why has nobody heard of it?
Exactly, I rest my case.
Yeah.
I think it's a strong argument. It's a strong argument. The fact that neither of us feel like even attempting to watch it is probably right. It's
but one of us has been bloody lumbered with it, haven't we?
Yes, you have, Ross. Yes, you have.
Well, you made the mistake of trying to suggest that maybe it wasn't as bad as I was saying because it had got 4 out of 5 stars.
Hey, I'm just looking at a screen here and reading what it says.
That's what the director said.
Real Steel has 42%.
Real, like we said earlier in the conversation, though, you get all these films like La La Land that are bigged up by the critics and they win all the Oscars and things like that. And then you watch them and you think, what the was that?
A lot of it's a bit of a con, though, isn't it? You know,
backhanders.
Yeah.
No, you're
right. The film that I nearly had for my worst film was American Beauty.
Really?
Yes. Which to me was one of those classic Oscar-winning.
Everyone loved it.
Hyped up to the nines, and I watched it and I thought, what the actual.
It was already a very long film, but it felt like it should have been longer to
Kevin Spacey gets a bit juicy in it though, doesn't he?
No.
He does in his garage lifting weight.
He does. Yeah, he does.
That's why she starts fancying him.
Yeah,
no,
that's right.
Not Spacey.
It's why the neighbour starts fancying him as well, isn't it?
You're the neighbour's dad, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. He develops an eye for him when he starts getting juicy.
Yeah, it's all about the juicy, isn't it?
It is. No one was into Jason Momoa when Stargate was around.
Was he in Stargate? Was it all right?
Not the film.
The series?
Yeah, I think it was Atlantis.
All right. Never seen that.
I think he played a guy called, I think he was called Dex or Dexter. I only know this through Fatima, and I've seen pictures of him in Stargate.
Right.
Zero juice.
Is that your
It's more of a.
Is that your like critic thing?
He was
zero juices. Zero juices.
It was like what Sunny Delight became. You know, just no E numbers, nothing good in it. You know, zero juice.
I genuinely used to drink Sunny Delight all the time. I used to have it with vodka. I used to love it.
You used to love it back in the day.
Yeah, definitely. And me and my mate,
syrup.
Me and my friend Doddy had two liters of vodka one night with Sunny Delight, and I for a long time I didn't touch vodka, and I've never touched Sunny Delight again.
Florida style or California?
It's
Stockport style.
It's grease. It's grease. Yeah, that's it. It's like radiator water. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. But it's greasy. It's when you drink it, it's greasy. I've never drunk anything greasy apart from actual grease, and I've never drunk grease.
I think you have, and you've just backtracked.
For legal purposes,
I've never drank anything that's so greasy, except grease. But I've never drank grease.
You haven't drunk.
Yeah, bullshit.
My lawyers have told me to say I've never drunk grease.
Oh, don't try this at home. Jim.
Yeah.
Shite.